Yes, hello everyone. So
Hello, sir. Good evening.
today we'll be discussing about APIs. Hopefully you have gone through the some content maybe. How many of you are now capable of creating uh, Flask app? Can you just give me a thumb? Maybe yeah, yeah. One, two, three. Okay, that's okay. Good. Uh, Also, how many of you now understand the SQL queries, how to create the model and do the SQL Alchemy queries? Only few, yeah, four, five, six, maybe. Yeah, okay. Anyone still struggling with creating an app using Flask? Okay, looks like a good thing. Uh, and maybe struggling with creating a model, maybe or designing a model. Okay, that is good. So these are the prerequisite what you start. So whenever you want to start off with creating a Flask RESTful API, you have to at least have a knowledge about how to create a Flask instance, and then similar on the similar ground how to create a SQL Alchemy instance also, and similar thing around the models. So you'll be working with maybe class user, and then after that you will be creating the columns in that, and then using the same thing in the Flask. So this is the basic ground where we'll be having the knowledge of. Yeah, yeah. So
Sir, when you say these are prerequisite, so do you mean if someone, I mean, because I understand the basic structure of Flask and the model, but when it comes to like complex thing, so I still need to, I think, do a lot of practice.
what
But
do you mean by complex?
complex, I mean, so in last week, I think it was in week 6. So it was
Hmm.
like quite a complex. I mean, when we were creating this model view controller thing.
Hmm.
So,
So whenever you do something for the first time, it looks complex, but when you do it for the second or the third time, it ease out the things, right? So if it is for the first time, that is fine. It happens with all, so you don't have to worry too much about it.
okay, so is
And
there any
in
other resource that you would suggest other than the IITM? I mean,
I
whatever we
am the
have.
resource. I have the resource. Yeah. Whatever I share, it is the
Mm.
resource itself. The link
Okay,
I've
so
shared, right?
the GitHub link.
Resources. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the resource which I have. I don't have
Okay,
to go to any other thing. You just open it, you will get the idea about AppDev 1, AppDev 2, AppDev 1 project, and AppDev 2 project. So everything is in this repo.
okay, sir. Thank you.
You don't have to go beyond this
Sure,
if
sir.
you go through it. Maybe the thing is, if you are starting up, it happens like, yeah, it is little harder to understand at the first, but with the time goes, you will be able to do the stuff around that corner. Okay, so as I said, now we know the how to create the instance of Flask, and then also about the SQL Alchemy. Now on the similar ground, we so right now what we were doing is we were doing like we were creating route or route, right? So you are giving a URL. You are working with that particular URL with your localhost. Now we will be adding so the same thing will be there also in the API, but we'll be adding uh, API in it. That's it. So not too much of here and there. Politics is not there. You just have to see the same stuff, but now we are not working with Jinja formally. Okay, we will be using a raw format data. So what is raw format data? In Python, you might have seen dictionary format, right? So there you have key value pair. Similar to that, you'll be using JSON format or JSONified format. So there you will be sending the raw format data that is in key value pair. There the string formatting or the integer formatting will be there, and then you can use that particular data in your front end part of the code. Okay. Currently, what you are doing is you're creating a route or route, and inside that you are using some content or data, and then by the help of Jinja, you are creating a web page. Okay, by using Jinja dynamic formatting or rendering, you are creating a web page. Okay, so this is what we are doing right now. On the similar ground, we'll be doing the same stuff. Everything will be on the similar ground, but now the data will be sent on a key value pair, and that is JSON format. Okay, so this will be a idea. Okay, so these are the thing we should be knowing before starting off. So let's just share my screen and then we should proceed further. Uh, yeah, I'll share my coding screen first. So now I've shared one link with you, github.com, and then other things. So week 6 is what we are trying to cover. So in this week 6, you might find few files, PI files. There is one PNG as well, and the MD file. So if you click on that, you will see in GitHub it will be a little different formatting, but you will see the content. Okay, so we will be trying to cover the basics and then move forward with the coding part. Okay, hopefully you will be here till the coding part. Don't get bored. This will be covering fast. Okay, so I guess this won't be a. So this is a MD doc. I will share my Git screen maybe. Give me a second. Yeah. So hopefully this screen is visible. Yeah. Somebody want to speak?
No, no, it is visible. Just
Yeah.
confirming it.
So this is how it starts. So the topic suggests it is understanding RESTful APIs with Flask RESTful. Okay. We will be focusing more on Flask RESTful. There are other version of it, but the major focus will be on Flask RESTful because we want to make our life simpler. Don't want to go to a extent where we have to learn something else maybe. So what we have done from starting, we have a Flask app, then we have a Flask SQL alchemy, and then the Jinja part it is coming under the Flask itself, and then again the whenever we talk about API we are going forward with Flask RESTful. Okay, so every library is connected to Flask so that it will be easier for you to understand in the first go. Okay, so this is why. So what is RESTful API? So this is basically a, you can call it a principle or something that can work with ser- server or client or both, or two machines or two applications to make them work a little more. So let's say one example would be you might be having a app called maybe Zomato or something, Swiggy, right? So there uh, Swiggy has, I guess, sorry, Zomato has already built their map now, but they were in the starting, they were creating or using the Google Maps. Okay, so Google Maps is giving you a API which can work in Zomato or Swiggy or any other app. So one app's API is helping other apps working. Okay, so it is not the full app, but it is there in one of the part where you can see the driver. Now that API can be used in any formatting. So when you open your Zomato, you will see a red guy with a bike and hovering here and there, right? So that is built upon Google Maps. Okay, so the Google API is giving some raw data, the location, latitude, and longitude, whatever the provider is giving, and now using that raw data to convert a full screen app, which you can see while you have ordered your food or something. You can order it right now. You can see that map also, and that guy with the red cap. Okay, so what is API? So API is a set of rule. So first of all, what is API in full form? Application Programming Interface is a set of rules that allows software application to communicate or commute with each other. Okay, and then so API will be enabling some data exchange between those two parties. So system, so Google Map will be a system. Sorry, Google Map will be a provider, and Zomato can be a system. Okay, so this is a way to interact between two machines or applications. Hopefully, you have a idea now. So this is what API is. And the major part, yeah, I know API, what is API and how, but why we want to use it? What is the why I'm not okay with my Jinja formatting or rendering? Why we want to use it? So the answer is four pointers: scalability, efficiency, automation, and security. You can so you can delve deep down into this. You can Google it and understand the full nuances about how security works, how scalability works, and all. But for this particular course, we are using only these four lines, which can make you understand. So why scalability? So API enables application to grow and integrate with multiple platforms. Okay, so just like the example what we have taken, Google Maps, Swiggy, Zomato, and any other food app, or Uber, or so there are multiple, right? So API will be able to. So there is a certain API, only one API, which is used by multiple platforms. Okay, so this is scalability. Then you have efficiency. So you have efficient way to use that particular data. Okay, so in even if you are having, you don't have to create your own data whenever you are delivering an order. You are not creating a map, right? You have a certain data formatting or the key value pair data, and then you are using it. So this is efficient way. You're not redundantly creating new row, table, and all, and not creating any another key value pair that will be so stored in a system and takes a little more storage time, right? So this is efficient in that. Okay, automation. This is one of the thing, automation. I would ask you to create an example here. So what do you think, where you can automate things using API? By now you might have a little idea where you can use API, right? So anyone maybe can just tell me where we can automate things using API. Anyone?
So we can do several ways. I mean, using ChatGPT, this OpenAI or Claude, Anthropic API, we can use LLM, which we
Correct.
can use for like text summarization and many other things.
Yeah, correct. Yes, you can use
Google
that.
Maps
You
also.
can use, yeah, the other one is Google Map. You can use API, so you can use and automate things. So you can automate your local system also. So in I we have given, so AppDev team has given one interview back in few terms. I guess I'm not remembering the current term. Feb maybe Feb, around that Feb. We have talked about the same thing. I have told student, if you are not doing something, you can automate your local system itself. Try to do that using APIs. You can do that. So this is the main thing. You, if you have, let's say, if you are doing certain tasks repeatedly, try to automate that. Why you are doing that now, every now and then? You can automate, right? You don't have to worry too much about it. Write a code about it and use APIs. Okay. So this is one of the thing. And then you have a security, right? Just the chat GPT thing. So chat gpt, whenever you work with chat gpt's API or any other LLM's API, you will get a token. Okay, you will have a certain token that can secure your particular API. Without that token you won't be able to access that. So in that manner also you use API, you can secure your data and also your API key. Okay, so these are the four things. There might be others also, but for now we should be able to understand, yeah, these are the four things, and then we can continue with that. And this is a good thing, not a bad thing which we can ignore. Okay, then when to use API. These are the 3 pointers, but you can have your own thoughts over it. Okay, so first one says when different application needs need to communicate to expose data to data or services to external application, just like the Google Maps what we have just talked. And there is a new architecture called microservices. We'll not go down in this manner, but we will be focusing on our architecture, that is model view controller. Okay, so we can use or develop a microservice also using API. Okay, the last one is how API works. This is one of the example you might have seen most of the time. So imagine ordering a food at a restaurant. The waiter is your API, take your order and then give it to kitchen. So, and the last one is response which you will get as a food. So your waiter is your API. It takes your request, that is your order, and give it to the kitchen or the server or the backend or wherever the application has been built upon. And then whenever the response is done or the food is done, or they have treated the food, or uh, they have done the plating and all, they can give you a response. So this is how it works. So you can go to this picture maybe. Let's go to this picture. Hopefully it is visible to you. Right, so this is how it might be working. So currently you were saying I have a front end with HTML, CSS and Jinja. I have a back end with controllers, that is basically your application controllers, that is your Python function, and then rendering there, and then you are getting the data. So you ask for something, you get something. So asking you are making a request and you are getting a response. Okay, this was the format which we were doing. Now what we are doing is we have a JavaScript or any other framework of the JavaScript or any front end with HTML. And what we are saying, this is a API common gateway where we are asking for something from the backend. Now controller has the raw data like this formatting, my data. And then whatever they, so let's say I am asking for password, so I will ask like this. I am requesting something from the backend and it gives me the password. The password should be 1234 and it returns to the front end. So you make a request in the same pipeline, and in the same pipeline you're getting the response as well, so that it won't be shared with anyone else. You are asking for something, you're getting something with a common pipeline. Yeah, somebody want to speak?
Sir,
Yes.
in videos, Nitin sir demonstrated the API data fetching using command lines. There was no JavaScript or framework involved from the client side.
Hmm.
That was just a command, I think, curl they used to get from data from the API.
Hmm.
Wikipedia's APIs they used.
Yes.
So uh, this one you're saying is common gateway interface it is using
Hmm.
to interact. What will that use?
Uh, let's have an example. Let's say, what is your name?
Himanshu.
Okay. So let's say, uh, You have a 3-floor building. You live in a floor building.
Hmm.
From third floor, somebody calls Himanshu, and you listen to it.
Hmm.
And from second floor also, somebody calls Himanshu, and
Hmm.
you also listen to it.
Hmm.
You're on the ground floor, okay? So now from the first floor also somebody calls, and you're still listening to it. You can give the response, right?
Yes.
From wherever you are being called, you can give response to all three.
Yes.
And the response what you're saying, so let's say somebody says Himanshu, you will say yes. Again from the third floor, second floor, everything. So your response is yes or no, or whatever you want to say, right? You are giving a response.
Hmm.
Now you can call from terminal as well. You can call from uh, so you might have worked with maybe Postman or Thunder client. If you're not worked with that, so there is also a way. Is a app which can call for your data using the same gateway, and also from the front end. So working front end from your app is running still, and then you can call from there also. So you can call from anywhere. You can get the response. The gateway will be same.
Same
You
common
are calling,
end.
yes,
Oh.
correct. Okay, so data sharing will be in the same formatting. So this will be the format you will be getting in this format. Or if you are specifically calling for let's say password, you will getting this response. But again, it will be a key value pair.
Okay. And for the web interaction, user directly interact with the application. That uses a different gateway, right? It's called WSGI, I guess.
That is for Flask applications.
Flask application.
Yes, Flask uses that.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so on the similar ground, you again, so Google Maps and Swiggy, and there are multiple others you can imagine like that. So a same gateway, you're asking for the result from this. Okay, let's go back. So this is the same thing again. Just read it out. So you have how API works. So a client send a request to server. The server processes it and returns a response. So this is the cycle. So client sends a request to an API, and then API processes the request, interact with the database if needed, and then return the response to the client. This is the main thing what you should be understanding, and also in the code you are working correctly in the same hierarchy. Okay, so you have a hierarchy now. How Flask application, how Flask routes work, and then after that we move on to the Flask RESTful. So from routes to the topic it suggests only. So from route to Flask RESTful API. Understanding the progression from simple routes, full-fledged Flask RESTful API is crucial for building this and that. These are the things which you can read. Let's move on ahead. This kind of formatting we were using currently. So you have route, you are giving a URL, you are giving a method also sometimes. Why we are writing methods? Because it is a list. Okay, so if you want to add one more, you can add it. So this is a list. That's why methods. Uh, okay, so this is the format what we were using. On the broader concept, how API works, will come to that. Mm, these are the CRUD operation. If you are not heard about it previously, so these are the CRUD. So CRUD basically have create, read, update, delete. So get will retrieve your data. That is a HTTP method which we use. You have post which can create new data. That is for creating. So C comes from there, and you have put updating the existing data. So you have two kind of data. So you have put also, sorry, two kinds of method also here. So you have put as well as patch in your HTTP method also. So if you are using patch, you are changing a certain instance of the particular full column, let's say. And if you are using put, you are changing all the columns of that particular row or whatever that database has. So everything you want to change, you should go with put, uh, and it is update. If you want to change certain only one instance of that particular cell, sorry, particular row, you can use batch also. So you can read about it in MDN docs. You can go ahead and try to understand that. If you still have doubt, you can just ask us in the discourse. Okay, so put is about updating, and then you have delete for removing the data from the database.
Uh,
Anyone want to speak?
yeah, HTTP natively supports only get and post. We try to put anything else it says unsupported. So how to use these things?
Sorry.
Professor said that this HTTP natively support only get and post. Is it?
Uh, you are a little confused maybe. So HTML forms only supports get and
Okay.
post. Okay. If
Uh,
you are we are talking about RESTful APIs, right? So in REST principles, you can use these four methods. Okay.
okay.
So if you are working with HTML forms, there
Hmm.
you will be only using get and post. You cannot use put and delete in that.
Hmm.
It won't be allowing you.
Hmm.
Okay.
So this APIs can change the data also. Like
Change the data in which sense you're saying?
so like this post, put, and delete. If
Hmm.
I'm running like I am client and I am asking using these methods on some servers, so I
Hmm.
am somewhat altering the data, right, on
You
the
so
server.
if you have the access, if you are allowed to make changes, you can. The authorization is important. If you are authorized to do certain tasks using post method, you can do it. If you are not allowed to do it, you cannot make changes to the database using, even if you use post. Similar to it what I said, if your, so main thing is security, right? So here you might have understood maybe, if I have the token with me while I'm using the API, then only I will be allowed to use that certain API. Otherwise it will be ignoring my requests, and it will be telling it you're not allowed to use that.
Okay, got it. So the token will have the permissions
Yeah,
details,
yeah. So
kind of a head.
just to give you an example, let's say you have your dashboard, right? The
Hmm.
student dashboard.
Yes, sir.
Other than you, I don't think any other person can use it till the time you give the password,
Huh.
right? So whenever you fill your password, you are generating a token there.
Hmm.
Now that token is stored in your local device and the browser. Till the time your browser is storing that particular token, you can use that dashboard. Otherwise, if that token is expired or removed from that particular space in the browser, you won't be able to allow to use that particular dashboard, which is
Hmm.
yours practically.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so let's move on ahead. So here we have RESTful APIs, which are working with HTTP methods, and then operations are doing the CRUD operations. Then we have a way to use Flask library to create our particular REST APIs. Okay, so RESTful APIs. So it is a structured and scalable way, or it is a simpler way in terms of what we do in our Flask app. Now, if we want to use, let's say, Flask RESTful or the RESTful APIs, we have to code in this manner. We have to use a class-based format or class-based resource. We have to call for resource from here, the Flask RESTful. You have to first install RESTful, Flask RESTful, and then you can call for resource. Then in the class, you have to write this resource. Similar to, let's say, if you are working with classes, you can use the parameter also, right? So that parameter is now resource. If you're not using that resource, you won't be able to run that as a Flask RESTful. Similar to what we were doing in classes using Flask SQL command. So this is what is written here. So you are creating a DB instance, then you can call for the model, and you can create that particular class as a table or the model, right? So you are writing, right, db dot model here inside this class. similar to it. Uh, I have a code to maybe. So here, right? So you are creating a class in while you are creating SQL Alchemy, you can just use db.model, right? Similar to that case, you are going forward with user resource. Same thing, same formatting, but now it is called as API. It is not a SQL Alchemy model. Okay, so till now, I guess it is little clearer picture how we can use it. Then after that, you can create your functions or definitions of your particular class. You have to focus on the naming convention. You cannot use any other formatting other than the methods which we have talked about. So get, post, patch, delete can only be used. Other thing won't be understandable by this particular class. Okay, so this is the main thing to remember. And other thing will be similar to what Python does. So you have to write self, and then you can work with that particular function.
Sir, so you
Yes,
said other names will not be allowed in this class. Will it will not be allowed, or this class will not understand, this resource will not understand those names?
it won't understand,
Not, which means we can write for our
but
internal
it
purposes.
won't work. Yes,
Huh?
it won't work.
No, no, not work with the API interaction, but let's say for some calculations or some task, we just provide the instance
You,
method.
you can write, but yeah. So the thing is, if you want to, so let's say you have a URL, right? You
Hmm.
have slash hello.
Hmm.
Then whenever you go for slash hello, it will fetch this get only.
Hmm.
Okay. Otherwise, it won't get anything. If you have written getting, it won't understand. It is of no use. You can create your function separately, not in class. That can be used in this particular class if you want by importing it. But there is no use of it in this particular class inside the resource.
Okay. Okay. I'll think about that.
Okay, let's first complete the scenario and then you can thought about it how you can use it or not. Okay, so till now this is the formatting which we can use. Then after this hierarchy, you can have this table. You can understand the differences. So uh, there are two ways to write it. So right now, what we were talking about, it was Flask RESTful way. Okay, Flask RESTful way. There is one more formatting which you are using currently. That is basically Flask route way. So what can be done? So either way, it is correct till the time you are using all the HTTP methods and you are sending some data in JSON format. What is JSON format? It is a key value pair. Okay, so on similar ground here you can see, right, it is a dictionary formatting with a key called message and then the value called hello world. Good, right? So similar to that, you can use a function or the route also. So you can create your route just like we were using for Jinja @app.route. This is the red decorator you were using. If you are using that, you don't have to explicitly call a class also. You just use a route and then you can work around with that. And you have to JSONify it, or you can just give a this format also, return this kind of format similar to it, but it is not using class or resource or Flask RESTful. It will be like that. But the point is here you are working with get, post, update, delete itself. Now you have to call this. So you have to create everything separately, and then you can name it anything, and then it can work for you. Okay, so this is how it works. So right now currently till now, just like somebody asked, you can give get in the methods. Where is, I guess we have seen some. So here I have written get in the methods. I can also write post. I can also write put or delete also. Okay, it will understand till the time I am sending it to the JSON format. Hopefully you are able to maybe making I'm making sense maybe if you are able to understand.
Yes.
Okay. One thing, so this parsing thing is little uncommon to you maybe, if not you might have not seen it before. So Flask route will use request.json to get the data from the form or the front end part, just like you might be using request.method. Now in RESTful, you have to use request parser. So rick parse dot request parser. This is the formatting which you will be using to get the data from RESTful, Flask RESTful. Similar on route, you can use request.json. Let's go for the code. So you have a Jinja formatting. Currently, you can use currently because you have been following that. So currently, you can use render template, and you are giving HTML formatting. Hope you have already seen this kind of code before. And if you are using RESTful, so this is one of the format. Uh, Now you are apart from app instance, you are creating a API instance which you have called from Flask RESTful API, and then you are connecting it with the Flask app, just like we did for DB. And then the class resource get self and the returning format of JSON. And at the end, you are giving this URL. So what you're saying, API add my resource that is home with a URL of slash. So whenever somebody is calling for this maybe, so 120, so if it is called, then show me this particular data. So message welcome to API. So this will be sent whenever my API is running. Everything is similar to it. Hopefully, it is clear to you. Any questions?
This home forward slash. So this, what is this home text? Okay, home is the class we have assigned, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So what this line is saying,
Hmm.
API add me a resource called home, which has a URL.
Forward.
This
But
right?
this forward slash can be accessed by a web client also, a
Anyone
browser.
can access who
Yeah.
has a GET request with them.
But if we put the JSON data there directly,
Hmm.
like that will be looking very odd. Is there a way that we can identify who is asking it and then response accordingly?
Uh, so who is asking it means what?
Like whether it is another program called by like some command or by a web browser.
Uh, it is so whenever you run your application in the terminal, it is shown that what is happening. So if you have a GET request, it shows you that GET has been done, and this is the format of that. Other than that, I don't think in the right now, if you can call for it, you can understand it, but that is, I don't think this is a uh, right time to go
Oh,
there,
hmm,
because it is just a starting of it. So if you know everything about the client, you are pro at programming now. Then
no, I don't know. I'm just asking, is it possible or not?
yes, it is possible. You can know about the client, obviously, but currently this is not the scope of this particular course, as well as not the scope of this session also. So you
Okay.
can you can get the idea who is calling for it. Uh, you can fetch the location also. You can fetch um, the laptop's screen or laptop's functionality also. Everything can be fetched, but
Hmm.
I don't think I want to make you a hacker right now. So I don't think I can tell you
Okay.
everything. Okay, so this is the format which you will be using. So we will be using resource. We'll be using API to create a API and then connecting with the Flask app and then creating a class and then creating a URL. So this is one way of doing that.
Sir, one doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, if we went to the home route in the browser, where can we view the message, sir? Welcome to the API. Will it be
Here,
shown as a HTML file or what? It will
no,
be
it is
displayed
not
in the
HTML
console?
file. It will be written as this only. So this kind of data will be shown. Do one thing. Copy this code. You have the code, right? Copy this code.
Yes, sir.
Go to VS Code. Create one API file, api.py file. Paste it.
Okay.
Paste the code here. Run your application. You might have to install RESTful, Flask RESTful. Do that
Okay.
and see after calling it in the browser. It will be a
Yes, sir.
JSON formatting only. Do it and tell me right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So till now, I guess we are knowing a little bit about what we wanted to do. We wanted to create a Flask RESTful thing. Now we can use the similar formatting you might have seen already, that is routing, or you can create your uh, similar kind of thing in routing also. So routes are there. You have app. You don't have to call for API because you're not using API anymore. It is calling for app.route user slash, you can give any string, and then you are calling for get method. This is the same thing what you were doing in the Flask. Then after creating the function here, you are asking for some parameter, that is user ID, and returning a JSONify format. Okay, so you are asking for some data, you are getting from it is from string, and then if it is not there, if it ID is not there, you will be getting user not found. Otherwise, you'll be getting the ID. Okay, so this is the one of the format which you can use also. So two formats. First of all, you can go ahead with RESTful way. There you can create your class and use it. Other format is JSONify or routing format, where you don't have to work with Flask. Similar to get, you can use post, you can use put, you can use delete. Similar, everything is almost similar, which you are already using in Flask route. See the code. If you have any doubt, you can just ask, and then we can move forward. Or we will be coding also. Okay. So, whoever was asking, have you tried this?
Yes, sir. I have tried this. It showed me in a black background. This message has
Yeah.
been displayed with the curly braces also. When I clicked the inspect, it showed inside a body tag of the HTML page. It showed this JSON file, sir.
Correct.
JSON
Correct.
message
Correct.
string.
So this is the way which you can use. So it will give you a raw data. Now raw data can be used in any formatting. So if you are working with JS maybe or Vue.js, you can beautify that particular data and use it in whatever way you want.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, could you please elaborate on JSON, sir?
In which part you want me to elaborate?
No, sir. I understand the written code, but where there is written like JSON, sir, I don't understand that.
JSON. This is what you are saying.
Yeah, yes.
So this is a library, just like request library you were using till now. So till now, what you were doing, request.method and calling for some data, right? So similar to it, you have a library called JSONify. So uh, it is creating a JSON format which can show the data, whatever the, so it is giving you the ID, right? So it is giving in this format. Okay, so it is creating a key value pair and then sharing the data. So JSONify
So,
is a library.
so we could either we could use it like this format, or we could call
Ha
for
ha
JSON
ha.
if.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, okay, okay.
Any
Thank you, sir.
anyone is okay. So it should be a dictionary formatting. That is basically a JSON format. Okay, Python dictionary to be precise. Okay. I would urge you to copy this code as well and try it out, everyone. If you
Yes,
uh,
sir.
yeah, try this out and then see the data. If you are getting error, tell me. Otherwise, yeah, it is fine. Hopefully, you get an error so that we can talk about that also. Okay, so while using this kind of formatting, you can also use a form here. Okay, so because of, you can try it out because it won't allow you to use put and delete. Okay, so this I'm using put and delete, but this form will not make you do that. So we can work with it. You might be asked in your vivas if you are doing going for the um, project viva. You can be asked certain things related to this. Okay, so till now, I guess it is almost little bit clearer. Maybe we are not coded yet, but yeah, hopefully we are understanding a little bit. Now we can work with this code. We have this code. We can use this. Before that, let's go ahead and try to use this one. First of all, I should create a file. Reshare. Stop presenting for now. Give me a second. I'll just drink a water and then. Okay. Okay. So now we have talked so much now about APIs. Let's try to also see if it is working or not. Let me create a new file maybe. What should I call it? May API dot. So this is a new file which we have may API dot file. Uh, what we want. So we had the code. Uh, first of all, let's go ahead with this code maybe. We have the code like this. So in the first line, I'm calling for Flask, and then I'm calling for fast RESTful. If you are seeing some orange line in here, you can just do one thing maybe. So pip ins install Flask RESTful. Uh, and do the enter. So if you already installed, you can just see requirement already satisfied maybe. If you are doing it for the first time, you will be installing Flask RESTful. Okay. If you are done, please give me a thumbs up maybe. Anyone? Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yes.
Okay. Good. So this is one task done. Now you have to create. So you have to write this. If you have already have this code, you can just copy it. Otherwise, you can write your Flask app similar to instance what you create. Uh, okay. Somebody is typing in the chat. So then you can have your variable called API. Then API is connected with app. Then going forward with this, and then get self. Already we have talked about it. So let's try to do it. What we want to do? We have to first cd, right? We are not in the correct directory, so we want to go app dev 1, and then cd into week 6. Now we can run our file. So what should be the command? Python. Then what should I call?
Name of the
The
file
file name.
may
May underscore
May
API.py.
correct. Let me tell you one trivia maybe. So I've seen, I guess, few Vivas now have been here. So people don't even know how to run a file coming to a Viva. So this is very, it creates a very bad impression when you go for a Viva. You don't even know how to run a file. They go here, they click this. Otherwise, they are doing Flask run. And if I say, let's say that please create using Python command, they are not able to do it. So this is one of the things. Okay. Then you have the link. Let's say if I change this to high and I go to this URL, what do you think this URL will give me?
page not found.
Nice, perfect. I guess you are the topper now.
No, I'm
So,
not.
so this is not found here. Smaller screen maybe. Hopefully it is visible to you all.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Good.
Okay, so right now because I have changed it, I'm seeing this kind of page. So if I go here, so if I change it to maybe
Slash user
uh,
slash.
user, we are not. You have gone ahead, I guess. So
Hi,
right now
hi.
we have high only. Okay, so if I go there, it is giving me this kind of formatting. So this is a raw format, a raw JSON format. Even though if I click this will be still like that. So pretty printing is one of the format you'll be using in Vue.js when you are working with Vue framework. It creates the formatting like this. So it changes it in separate lines so that it is easier for you to understand. Okay, this is one way. So if I, let's say, use def getting, now what do you think? How can I get to this part?
Not through the browser. Well,
Add resource.
What will you add? Because it is
API.
inside. No. So you are inside this home only,
there is.
and also I want this to be a get format only. I want to get this data only.
You said that we are only allowed to write the methods named of
Correct.
the HTTP methods. So,
Yeah. So
is
it
there a way to tweak that namespace? Then you can access it. Otherwise, no, I don't think so.
it shouldn't give me anything. So even if I refresh the page, it should only give me the get thing. Is my app running? The app is not.
It's taken it in halfway.
So it is not going there also. You can try it out. If you get something, maybe there is a way. I don't have the idea because it only allows the HTTP methods to be sent. And also the main thing is we want a get only by. So this browser can only use get. Okay, you cannot use post here. This want whenever you are hitting this URL here, it is calling for a get method. Okay, so this would be clear.
Okay.
Okay, now let's remove this full code. You have the code, that's why I'm just not keeping it here. Uh, the other code, the other one is this one. So this code is, first of all, again, so we are right now we are not using RESTful API. You have users, you're giving a dictionary, app.route, same kind of formatting, string, and this and that. Now, I want to run this app, same file name, so it is not a problem. Now I have to go to this URL. Okay, whenever I click it, it comes to second screen. So if I do this, it is not found. Uh, now if I do user/user, so slash
User
user
one.
slash one. Now we don't have any data here, right? I've given ID, but it is calling for user.get from here. This is the format dictionary, because we don't have any data. That's why it is giving me user.form. Now tell me, how can we uh, get something?
We
We
can
need to
have
create
some
some.
data inside that JSON or the user we have defined,
Okay,
like
so let's,
one colon something.
yeah, so one, because it is suggesting so many things, I won't be going for that. Should I go for that email name or just name?
Yes, it's fine.
Just name.
Okay. What can I do? Himansu. Hopefully spelling is not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I have one, it should give me this result. This is what we want, or should be the aim now? What should be getting?
If you type URL user one, then user/1, then this command should come. Uh,
Hmm,
users from get user ID and receive from here. Yes, it will.
I guess app is not running.
Again, that it reloads very fast now. So when you're typing, it gets syntax error in between.
Okay, so this is the thing which we are getting. If let's say I'll just comment it, or just copy this line and paste it again and comment this. I am not using, maybe, what do you think? Will this be returning the correct formatting? I'm saying JSONify users.
The term users is it
Defined
gets
in line number 4.
hmm.
You
So
will get the full dictionary.
it will print that dictionary, JSONify that. So yeah, both the data one colon Himanshu.
It will return the dictionary.
Sir, your server stop. Huh.
So is there a little, maybe I am confused, because I am saying JSONify users. It is already a dictionary. What is the point of JSONify now?
It changes the type, I guess.
So if I
JSON,
remove JSONify, maybe,
sir, JSONify has a different syntax. I mean, different syntax and rules than a normal dictionary. In normal dictionary, the keys can be any hash word, whereas this JSONify takes only strings. Uh, so you cannot put one directly there. If you do JSONify may fix that function may have that intelligence, but the JSON format will not allow it. So if you direct create a JSON file with integer colon other field, that will produce error.
So right now, if so, right now I'm saying users only. Uh, what should be getting?
We'll be getting a dictionary in the HTML format.
Representation.
Will
Means
it be a
single line.
same thing right now? What is here?
Little
Won't
different.
have
white background.
pretty print and all in the JSON format. It will just print it like a normal dictionary.
Yes. So on the data will be on same line, comma separated values and covered with curly braces.
Okay, I'll just run this and refresh this. Uh, anything changes? No, nothing changes.
It's still loading.
No, that is my system because Meet is going on.
Okay.
Yeah, that I have refreshed. You can see in the right terminal here, you are using a get method. The URL is this, and the status is okay.
Try changing the dictionary user some value like
So if I
instead of one.
remove this, yeah, okay, instead of one, so I just use one,
Okay.
like this. Okay. What do you want to come here?
HTML page with this dictionary showing up.
Similar to this, what we have written, or it will change.
Similar thing.
Okay, so let's refresh this and again refresh it. You can see the terminal, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you think?
Try changing the name, sir. We can't see any visible difference.
Uh, okay, so if I change the name, it won't take, right? So it is a string. If I give number, let's say type it,
1:100.
yeah, 100 maybe. So now what do you think should be the result?
It is handling that, so it will be producing that similar format. Somehow it
Okay,
is handling.
so if I refresh this here,
Yeah, it is handling
The key
internally
is
somehow.
always string, I guess.
I think it is a default by Flask underscore RESTful.
not RESTful. So this is your app working here, app.flask.
Okay.
Sir, one thing, just try return user comma one.
User comma one where?
Return line number 11.
Here,
Yeah, comma one. A tuple if we send that comma one.
like this.
No, just
Comma one.
comma one.
Comma one. Okay. Uh,
Comma one.
this is
Yes,
what you want.
yes. Now refresh it. Now let's see what format it gives.
It should
Time
be
error.
a error. Yes, this is not the correct way to send.
So it does JSONify internally.
The
Okay.
thing is, return. You have a Python return, right? You can return only one format.
No, this is a tuple. If you try it, not this function, but in a normal function, this
No, no.
will
So
get it.
you're also debugging it. This is Flask app also, not only the function. So you
Hmm.
are working with both of them. This is a wrong method. You can use uh,
Hmm.
maybe, but the formatting will change. You
Put a
can use
parenthesis.
status.
Put a parenthesis up. Within a
Sorry.
parenthesis, you can put two.
Yeah. So
That
you have to make it like that. So
one count, parenthesis, and then whatever Himanshu wants.
so this is okay, fine.
Yeah, that is a dictionary. Put a
Yeah. So
parenthesis.
state. Yeah, sorry.
Simple parenthesis as a tuple.
Okay. You are saying tuple. Okay.
Tuple parenthesis.
This is what you want.
This will also produce error. Is this still tuple? That one also tuple. Refresh it. Oh, waiting. Nice.
Okay.
See what you're saying. So what you have written here is it is how it is behaving. So you're saying you have the data users give it to the get statement, but the status will be 2 now. So status here is 2. That doesn't make even sense. So what does 2 mean? 200 makes sense. That is okay. Status is okay. Everything is fine. 300 will make sense, or 400 will make sense, because the status HTTP status would be like that. 2 is not any status in this. So
Oh,
even though it will work fine, but status will be not that. Okay, so now what the thing is, so if I write JSONify with this JSONify, what do you think will be the result?
should be error.
Because here you have a key value pair which has a string as a key. You cannot have a integer as a key. So that's
Type
like,
error. I it should be
okay.
name error. Mean what? G is not even where G.
Spelling is correct, right? JSONify is okay.
Which line, sir, is saying that?
It's
Same
Yeah,
line, 11th line.
Disonify.
Yeah. So this is how it will send.
It made a list.
list of the values in the tuple.
Okay. Now let's go back. So if I remove this,
It will throw error
it will throw error.
No.
without
No.
brackets, but with brackets no.
Okay. So this is the difference. Hope you are able to see it, right? So you have a normal dictionary which we have right now here. If I write JSONify here, this is a status we are sending 200 with that. And if I refresh this page, you will get a list of the things.
Wow.
So both are
Do
not
we still get
same.
a status code?
Still we getting?
Do we still get a status code in the terminal
Yes,
once we
yes,
refresh?
yes. You will get the status code because you are sending it with the particular component, the user's component, so that you can use it in your front end. So this is what it is saying. So you can use it, but it is not in the key value pair. That's why it is alone sitting here, just like a value of a list. Okay, so this is a little different. Uh, Try to make some other kind of code changes and try to maybe play with this so that you are little comfortable with this. Uh, so main thing is JSONify does something different from a normal return statement of Python. This is the main idea which should be there. Yeah.
What's the difference between JSON format and dictionary, Python dictionary? Both look similar.
Yeah, both are same.
There might be some differences, right? So
Now I guess there was some difference previously, but now it is almost same. Everything related to it. So key value pair looks like that. You can create. So if I give, so it was suggesting, right? Like this.
yes,
It
sir.
was suggesting.
Keys the in JSON are string only.
Okay.
Not really. You can give maybe like this also. It will understand it using string only.
Yeah, so it is converting. If you
Exactly.
JSONify can
Yes.
write it somewhere, then you
Yeah.
can.
It will. The key will be only string only. You cannot. You can write it, but it will understand only as a string.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So let's do one thing. I'm not sure if Thunderclient is still working with for you guys. Uh, have anyone tried this Thunderclient?
No, sir.
So you go to extensions here, search for Thunder Client. So THQ Thunderclient. So this is what you should be searching for. Go ahead and install it. and tell me if it is working for you. If it is not working, then you might, if VS Code has Postman. Yeah, so if you are not, if it is not working for you, go ahead, install Postman also. Okay, tell me if you're done. Postman or Thunder client?
How to check whether it is working or not, sir?
You will be, so Thunder client is this icon in my right
It
panel.
is saying that we need a professional version. This free version is not available.
Okay, I don't think I'm professional, but they have given to me.
I see the icon, sir. Same as you.
Yeah, it is there, right? Everyone is
Yes.
using Windows system. Whoever said,
Debian.
sorry, Linux, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Are you seeing this icon? Have you installed?
Let me.
Yes, sir.
Windows people might be seeing it. Otherwise, you can install Postman. Similar
I see
thing.
the icon, sir.
Okay. So if you are going for the Postman, if others are going for the Postman, you can just open it. Also, you have to sign in maybe, and then you can continue with the same thing. Everything will be same, almost same, but because it is not allowing, we are using separate libraries. Okay, I have to make a request. When I say new request, I click on that. Okay, it is saying this is non-commercial and something like that. Let's close it for now. Here, when you see, you have a get method, post, put, delete, patch. There are custom methods also you can create. The URL should be here. So what is our URL? Let me here maybe. So this is our URL. I will copy this and paste it here. So this is my URL right now. If I do user/1 and click on this send button, it is giving me this response. This is my response, what I'm getting. So hopefully you are also getting. You can create certain.
Sir,
Yeah.
how did you copy from the terminal, sir? It will close
Yeah,
the
just
app, right?
yeah. So like this, and then hopefully yeah. So control plus you have to click on the mouse if you have mouse, copy and right click.
Okay.
Okay. So if you do that, you might be able to copy and paste it here maybe.
Okay, sir. Control plus right click. Okay.
Right click on the mouse, yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Done. Everyone has tried, right? Are you able to see the status code as 200 OK and response like this? Just give a thumbs up or something so that I can understand.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, good. Okay, so this was the thing what we were doing in the browser now. Because we have multiple methods now, we can use that. But how can we use that? So if I do split screen here, move this to this screen, close this window as well, kill this as well. So now, how post works. So I am writing something. So we have a string which takes ID in the URL. Then in line number 16, we are asking for ID, user ID. and the data what we want to send. And then the message is returning like this message and data of the user ID. Because we are following this format, I'll just copy this. Maybe I'll just go to end. It is not suggesting me. Okay, nice. So this has suggested me this. I'll just copy or cut it from here. And now this is my body. No, not my body. This is the body which this Thunder client provides. Now you have you can see the right body, and then you have a JSON format. So if it is written JSON, I will go to that particular place and paste this. Do you think this is the correct formatting?
The two should
No, sir.
be in string.
We are missing the curly braces.
Do I need to
Out of
use
curly
like
braces.
this?
Yeah.
Yes, that entire S1.
Okay. I'll just move it a little like this, maybe. So this is looking like this, maybe. So now I have to change this also, because now the ID is 2. I cannot use 1 because it is already there. I use 2. And do you think now this will work for me?
No,
No,
it should be an array kind of a thing, right?
it should be in an array.
2 colon and then the entire as a list of key value pairs.
Why do you think like that?
Okay. No, I just thought
No, I'm asking. So
because
you are only giving one ID. That means you are giving one data point, right?
yes,
So this line number 17 is asking for only one particular data point. So now the thing is the format correct? Do we have to give 2 here or not? Does this key value pair looks correct to you? The formatting here is like that, but does this formatting of sending something, some post, is correct?
I think two should be string.
Should be a string. Okay, 1 point. Anyone else? Just say it. It is not. We are just trying it, right? So we can think. Or should I go with this? So I just press the send button, or whatever it says. I'm okay with it. So we'll just do it. Uh, I'm running the app. I'm pressing the send button. It says bad request, and the status is 400. Now, what should I change?
sir, we are giving that user slash 2 in the post request itself. So isn't that sufficient? And then having the name and the
वही
email.
तो बोला भाई. See, here if let's say if I remove it, that's the question I was asking. If I remove this, will it still be working?
User slash 2 we have. Then this should be sufficient name and only this one.
Now, yeah. So, will it work for us or any other changes we
It
want?
would work ideally.
It will work, sir.
So let's try with send and done. We have got it covered. So this is the response message, user added, and the data which is there, user with the ID. So this is the ID. The point here is you are getting some data from request.json. Okay, here we have written like that. The dictionary is looking like this, but the data formatting, so it will create an instance automatically. So if you give ID here, it will create an instance automatically here. So user ID for this key. The ID would be coming from URL. So you don't have to specifically write it in the body. Hopefully you're getting it. So let's try to do one thing. Let's try to print this. Uh, print request.json. Now, what do you think this will be printing?
It should ideally print the header as well as the body.
Okay, so you said header and body. So if I send, if I click on this send button, what do you think will be the result in the terminal?
Just it will print the dictionary that we have put in the body. Yeah,
Okay,
the dictionary in the body.
correct. So the body data will be given there, and this data will be used to add in this particular dictionary called users, and the ID of the key or the ID will be given using URL. Hope this is clear. You cannot send that kind of data where one is starting as a key and then this that. So you can create it, but the formatting we are using, so we are only using JSON formatting and then storing it inside ID, right? If let's say if I remove this, now tell me what should be given in the body. I've removed one component from line number 17, and now it is only users.
It will change the users dictionary completely.
uh, will it give any error if I send it now?
Yes, sir. It will show an error. Users dot
uh,
user ID. There is no user ID
yeah,
because the dictionary is completely changed.
correct. And this user ID is asking for URL ID. Okay, uh, because it has not created any instance. So if I, let's say, change it, I change it like this. Now this is your body, not your that. Uh, this is the content of that JSON body. Now, what do you think will be the thing? So, will it give you error? Yes, no?
No error.
No,
Error?
because it only has one component.
Who said no error?
No error, sir.
No error?
Yes, sir.
Bad request is there. What happened now?
We should change the two to string of two, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Now it should be okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. So hopefully we have got a little idea what how to work. You
So
cannot give. Yeah.
this I told like JSON have the restriction that the keys are string only, not any hashable. Like Python dictionary has hashable to
Yes.
mapping. JSON is string to object mapping.
Yeah. So this is one of the questions in MAD 2 in the starting weeks. You have to understand how the formatting is done. So whatever we have done right now, you will be doing in MAD 2 starting weeks. You will be understanding the JSON formatting also. Okay, so this is the thing, you should be using string so to send the data as a key value pair. If I do this, let's say again user ID. Now, what do you think will be the uh, result of it? What should
Key
be the
error.
response? Key error?
Hmm. Uh,
It is a nested dictionary stored in a dictionary.
Nice.
okay.
So this is your response. It won't give you any error.
Your user ID is coming from the route. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, user
Uh,
ID route. Okay. And
okay. Might be a little confusing, but yeah, this is how it works. Okay, we have done one thing. Post is there. Now I want to update something. Okay. Uh, tell me what should I do. So I have to go to put here. Now what should I do?
you should write the data you want to change.
Okay, so I want to change name. Let's say Bob. Maybe what should I? Builder. Yeah. Now what should I do? Just send it. Will it work?
Yes, sir.
I've just done that, and it has updated the result.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Okay, sir.
on the similar ground, I just use delete now. Now, if I'm using delete, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to give any data to it, even though it can be there, but we are not working with it. If I send it, what do you think will happen?
Dictionary will be raised.
Okay, so user delete.
User delete.
So here also you can see the same thing, post in the terminal, post URL and the status, put delete. Everything is there. You can use it just like your routes.
What happened to your users dictionary? If you like
It won't change basically. So here it won't reflect anything, but the app is understanding what we are talking about.
inside the route function,
Yes, app. If your app is running, it will understand to what two is doing, what any other if you have added. It won't change the code because it cannot change the code, but it will be in the memory
in
while
the
working with this app. Somebody want to speak?
I was thinking, so there is a difference between post and put of item put is. How we can demonstrate that? Can we somehow check the IDs of the object whether it changes or not? Immutable, mutable object doesn't change ID on changes or
For this, I guess I have added. Somebody asked this in the previous term as well. Give me a second. In the same API MD doc, uh, I go down to the last part, and there you might find the differences and the idea about idempotent and all. You can read that through. If you still have any doubt, you can just ask me. Yeah. So the top, the heading is idempotency in HTTP verbs. So I have taken similar. So the part which you are coding in, similar has been taken as the example there for the delete user one. So read that example. I won't be covering that today maybe, but yeah, read that example and you can understand. If you still have doubt, you can just ask. Let's continue and let's try to cover the other part also. So this is routing based API. If I just control, I am removing it because you have the code, right? You can just play with that. Okay. The other code was this. Okay. So let's just see, go through what we are doing. Now we are working with table also. Before it was only dictionary. First of all, Flask, call for REST request and JSONify. Flask RESTful, resource API request parser. I'm not using it, I guess that's why in some shades. Request parser is basically you are getting some data from the front end and then using it. So currently I'm not using it. But you have the code. You can go to my GitHub again, and you can go to. I'll just show you. Maybe. Let me put right here. Yeah. Hopefully you are able to see it. Yeah. So if you go back here in my repos and go back a little 3 years back, maybe 2 years back, we have a repo called Track Karo. It was my app what I built. If you go to backend part of the code, uh, don't mind the spellings. I was afraid of flag. Here you have API. This is one of the ways which we can use. So here I'm writing rec parse request parser, adding it to a variable called user. So hopefully it is, yeah. User request args. This is a variable name, and then I am adding some argument. This is the same argument which is there in the HTML file as a username, as an email, as a password. So if you go to HTML page, I am calling for these three uh, name or input type, and then using it using request user request args. Here, if you go down, I'm calling it back like this. So args equal to user request args dot parse args. Hopefully you're making a little, maybe you're able to understand. So first I'm creating a variable. You can call it a, maybe a variable request dot request parser, then creating an argument username. Whatever I'm calling here, it will be there in the HTML file, and then I'll just make a duplicate one. So if I go back, am I using HTML file? It shouldn't have shown you front end because it is about JSON. Sorry, Vue.js, but so login maybe registration. Okay, so here you can see input, right? So type email and the name is email. So now this email will be used here uh, in this place, line number 14. Okay, that email is connected with that. I'm adding as an argument, and then use if I am sending some data from that particular email in this page, in this registration page, I am getting here using this command. Okay, so parser parse args will give me the data, and now I can use using get. It might look like overwhelming thing. You are using so many things. You are doing so many part of it, but yeah, it is how it works.
Okay.
Okay, so if you don't want to use, you can just go ahead with what we have done. Request dot JSON. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just close it. Yes. Okay. Now we have this part. I'm not using it for now. Flask SQL Alchemy, you already know. I'm creating a configuration using database URI. The name is like that. So if I uh, user only. So I'm changing it. So it will create an instance here for me. Currently it is users DB. Now I'm calling it user.db. Whenever I run my app, it will be created here. Then I'm creating an instance of DB using SQL Alchemy. Then I'm creating an API variable and connecting this API with the app. Okay. Now after that we have a class user model. db.model is there. We have 3 columns: ID, name, email. Everything is already told to you before in the classes. And we are creating a context. Previously we didn't use app context. If you were there in my class, we didn't use context, and it was working for us. If you don't want to use, you can use it the same way which we did in the previous class, but currently we are using context to build our database. It will create a table for us. Now we have our class user with the resource. We have get function. We have to call self, and also we want ID now, right? So we were working with ID, so we have to give a parameter called ID, user ID. Then we are querying, we are checking if we have some data already in the database. User model dot query dot get, and then the user ID. You will get the data if it is there. If it is not there, it will say user not found. Otherwise, if the user is there, you can uh, see these details. Okay, this is the same format. Now you have the post formatting. You are getting from request.getJSON data, just like what I said, right? You will get some data. Use that data to add inside it. So data name, data email, and add inside user model. Do the add, do the commit, do the JSON formatting, and send the data. So what do you think? What should be doing in the first instance? Which method should be using? So database is there now. What method should be used for the first time?
First method where like scroll up a little bit.
In the code?
Yes, in the code. You will get and then this is the user ID.
Anyone else also can tell what method should be used for the first time. Get
User ID. Get
user
with,
ID.
no, get with user ID. You need user ID.
So the point here is we have a database. Yeah, obviously we have created it, but we don't have any data in it.
We need to create something first.
Then we'll have to use post to add any users.
Nice. So we'll be using post here. Now here comes the coding formatting. So what do you think should be the format of data? Will this work? What we are already writing?
It is doing get JSON, so it will accept JSON format.
But
JSON, but it is receiving
It
This-
wants like a dictionary then. We don't need that two colon part.
two things that will create some error.
Okay,
Need
so
ID, username, mail, and what else?
this is only for 3 things. So mail, name, and ID.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Yeah, this will work.
This will work. Okay, so we
What
are
about
sending name and email here, and this is 27th line which is asking for the details. So name should be there and email should be there. This is the main thing.
User ID will come from.
What do you think? From where?
The request route.
From, yeah.
Yeah, URL. I'm giving 2. Will this give any error?
No, sir.
No, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
So my app is running. I'll just send this. Okay.
Okay.
So it is giving me status 200, I'll just refresh this database, and it has created the row.
The builder.
Now, what? Yeah. So, what other method should we use?
Get. Now get
Wha-
will work.
Do you think this is correct? Should we change it? What do you think? Because we have written two, maybe.
If
We
you
can
can
get
change
it.
the database to auto increment ID, then you don't need to pass.
That doesn't even matter because I am sending my ID here.
Yeah.
So the point here, so I have sent it. Now I want to correct my mistake. So I go for put maybe. And we have a put. This is how it looks like. So put method says first it checks for that particular ID. Then if not, then it says something like this, user not found. And if it is there, it goes ahead and change that particular thing. Get name or email and then comment it. This is looking like this. Name and email is there. Do you think this put method is correct for our preferences?
User ID.
Yeah, we are not updating, right? So we should change it. We should add that. How should I code? What should I code?
User.id equal to
User.id equal to
data.get.
Are we getting data?
No, it is from the URL.
It is from the URL, right?
But we
So-
want it as a string.
Okay. Do we want as a string? Let's go back here. Do we want as a string?
Integer.
We are storing in the database, right? So if I just do user ID, this will be correct, right? Or this is not really correct.
It's still not updating.
You need to add this to the session before committing it.
Add this to what?
db.session.add user. Yeah.
Why is the question? Why we want to add?
No, and that is for new creation.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Here, somebody also said that we are still not updating. So this part,
We can give the information inside the body of the JSON file itself.
yeah, you can give it. Yes, obviously. But this part where you are writing this is the updation, right? User.id. It knows the ID already. Now it is updating. We are storing it using user ID.
How are you identifying the user?
Sorry.
Using
How
the
are
ID
you
itself.
identifying the user? You are giving the user ID.
Yes. So
15.
here I'm checking in the database if
Correct.
this particular user ID exists or not.
Correct. But that user ID has been given from you through the query
URL.
URL. So the same thing, there is no need to put. User ID is already user ID. That is why
Correct. Nice.
otherwise you won't
Good.
be there.
We are changing from 2
So
to 2.
if right, very good. So if I let's say if I change it to 2, I am giving 2, it will understand there, but it won't change even. It won't even do anything. It will be the same thing,
Same, both sides are same. Left and right are same.
right?
Yeah.
So to catch this out, you have to write it here also. You have to give it.
Yes.
Okay.
Inside the body.
Just do one thing. So if I give what is the ID, and then
Updated value. Like,
will it be a string or not?
String.
no.
String.
Integer.
Integer. Okay. If I give 1, yeah. So is this correct?
Yes. We need to make some changes in the line 37.
Yeah,
Yes or no?
data.get.
data.get id comma user.
Yeah. So now this looks correct, right?
Yes, sir.
You need type conversion also na,
Wait a
in the
minute.
program.
Wait a minute. I'm still confused. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You are sending you're sending the ID 1,
Uh,
line number
in the
24.
body, you're saying?
Okay, line number. So you are sending an ID.
Hmm.
I am retrieving from the database at 33 line
Hmm.
based on that ID.
No, 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 no. Confused.
Based on
Based
URL.
on
This
the
is the
URL.
confusion. I'm getting this one, line number 32. This is the parameter. This is
Correct.
coming from here, this
Correct.
URL.
Correct. So if the 2 is not already there, I'm not going to come to statement number 36.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So if I'm coming there,
Hmm.
I've already got that same username. So user ID is the same, second user. I cannot change it to something else.
Uh,
Its
okay.
user ID is the same. That is a primary key based on which I'm
No,
going to
no,
access
no.
the
You
data.
haven't set
Huh?
it primary key.
How
You
will you change? If the
have
user
you
is
been
not,
to previous class? Have you seen that SQL Alchemy class?
that is fine, but logically you tell me Flask and all is later on. If
No, no, no. So have you been? This question has already been there in the previous class.
you mean to say this will change the primary key from 1 to 2?
Yeah. So
2 to 1.
2 to
yeah.
1?
So what do you think? This will not change?
This will change.
Have you been to the previous class? This was the thing. We have discussed this
I
already.
think I only asked.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
how does it retrieve that record? Is it by just the sequence number or
From the body of the JSON.
I'm not? Can you go back to the code and show me? Okay. Wait, user, the user ID is number 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a record there with the 2?
It
Yes.
should exist.
Yeah,
Yes.
fine.
It is
So you
there.
get this. Now come back to the code. So you have that. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. Sorry, that's okay. Your URL is different from the JSON that you're sending. Okay.
Yeah.
But if we define the user variable after
Oh,
updating,
I'm sorry.
then
I got it. I'm completely sorry. That's okay. This is the
No,
data that you are sending it. Okay.
no, no. Don't be sorry. So this is good. So
The
at
key
least,
yeah, I got it. I got it. Your URL identifies the record, the
yeah.
attached to that JSON that tells you the data. Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Okay. So what we are expecting is we have a data called this as to builder and all, and what we want is we want to change the ID. We have done something, so we'll use put here. The URL is this. We have a JSON format like this. We have the code like this. If we send it, the expectation is it should change the ID to 1, and it should because so I am using dot get. It is telling me that it has
Yeah,
some.
you should use session.get instead of that
Yeah,
table name.
correct. So we will change the code. So if I refresh it, this should
It will
change,
work.
right? Okay.
but
This,
if we try the URL again, it will not work because 2 doesn't exist anymore.
yeah, smart.
Yeah, now
Okay.
it's changed.
So user not found. It will be the message. Okay.
Correct.
So this is the thing. If I want to delete something, or if I want to get something, I will just do get. I will get the data because this is not there. I'll just send it. Let's say so a user
Yes,
not found. If I just do 1 and try to get it, it gives me the detail. If I want to delete it, it will be deleted. Right now we can see the data, and if I send this, it should remove the data. Okay. Okay. So this is the code for it, and this is the URL which we have created. For all get, post, put, delete, only single URL is there. Okay, so this is what we wanted to cover in this session. Hopefully you will be able to play with the code and yeah, maybe tell me new interesting things what you have seen.
Thanks, yeah. I think now I can complete the week 6.
Yeah, good.
I just started and I was able to get into problems. I'll call you in case there is a problem.
Sure. Okay, let me see the MD doc if there is something else also which we can see maybe. Multiple monitors? What multiple monitors? Oh, about yeah. Fortunately I'm in office, so that's why I've got multiple monitors.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Let's see. So we are done with this. Is there anything else we can do? So yeah, so somebody was saying about the terminal way. Right now we were using Postman. The second floor guy is using Postman or Thunder client. This is how we will be using the third floor guy's version, that is front end part. You will be using fetch, you'll be giving the URL, then you can call then and then catch. This is one of the way which you can use using client side rendering in the front end. While you are using JSON, sorry, JS JavaScript coding. This, if you want to go ahead, you can try it out, but it is not compulsory in this MAD1 course. Before starting with RESTful, please install all the things, Flask, RESTful, and SQL Alchemy. The codes are already there. We have already seen this. Another way is like this. So here we were using JSONify. We are calling for JSONify. We can also use response as that. So response is there. We'll be calling response, and then the variable which we have created using JSON dumps. It will create some formatting just like JSONify. Then you can also send status in this and the type of that particular response. So this is application/JSON.
Just
This will
one
yeah.
small question. There are so many variations possible, right?
Correct.
Now,
yes.
When it comes to quiz and then those kind of stuff, what are the things we are supposed to be familiar? Yeah, response has got a certain format. JSON.
Correct. So you should be focusing on this only, this one, JSONify format.
Okay.
Or there can be the way which we have done just now. So this can be also a thing. So
Add
using
okay, that is okay.
resources. That's it.
Okay.
So two things should be.
Wait, resource is all right. Response is something new. I'm sure
that. So I just wanted you to see this. This is also a way. You don't have to worry too much about in terms of quiz here. So
this response is for generating random, customized responses with
yes, where you can
uh,
you can tell the status, also the type of that formatting.
time type and everything. We can create a fake response.
Krishna,
yeah,
I have only one concern. You see, the internet and then this whole thing is an evolving industry. Whatever we are teaching will be outdated, or at least 10% will be replaced by something next year.
Yeah.
Correct. So open systems, it's all right. When you ask us to develop a project, it is all right. We will use many things. We have a resource to play around and then get the details. But when it comes to asking quiz, where we are supposed to know before getting into the exam hall, we should be clear what we are expected to know.
Yeah, so
that is my only. I'll tell you, the quiz 1, suddenly they came up with some tag called DL in HTML.
Description list.
Yeah, it's fine, but then there is very rarely used tag.
It must be covered in the session, I guess. It
Nobody,
is given.
this is the problem. Nobody in any formal session saying these are the list of commands we are supposed to explore and then play around. If somebody has said in the day 1, I'm sure all the kids around would have probably gone and then we would have mastered all those commands.
No, so yeah, so see, as an instructor, I don't think you should be able to answer every question. I don't.
Yeah, that's
so
exactly the question.
If you are doing 90% of the development coding thing, I'm okay with that. You cannot know everything. This is not possible.
That is exactly right. Now there you are checking for the format. You are checking whether it should be a, obviously then I should be knowing exactly whether that.
No, so what? So if there is something, so see, if there is something which we have not taught, I don't think we can give it. We've already, so if it is covered, then only it is there. Otherwise, if there is something you have found out, please tell us. We will try to see it.
All I'm asking is, okay, MAD 1 is a theory course, right?
Not complete theory. It is
Fine,
mostly about the coding also.
We have an aim to teach students certain commands. Correct?
Not really. We will.
If we
no. So see what the aim is. The aim is to make you understand how web development works. So if you are using Flask, you can create that web development phase or starting phase of that web development.
All right,
otherwise, you can take other languages also.
I will take only Flask. How many possible ways? How many methods? How many variations? Or how many flavors we can develop using Flask?
Yeah, there are many. So whatever we are covering, that is only Azda.
No, let me complete. In that, there will be, say, Flask has got, say, 100 different variations, flavors. We can take, these are the key things which are important. The rest, you always can do tadka later on. When you do development, you are sure to probably explore many things. You don't have to memorize and then come back with the syntax format. You get my point?
Yeah, no, so I'm literally not getting your point. So see, let me just complete it. You can just type it in Discourse. It will be a good idea because there are students, others also waiting for this session to be wrapped up. So you can just type on Discourse. We can talk there.
I'll talk to guys whenever whoever is interested in listening to the problem. I will talk.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah, so this is also one way which we can use. If you want to go ahead with response, you can just play with it. We won't be asking in quiz. So this is the thing, and it concludes overall what we wanted to cover in this session. Now, if you have a little more time, go ahead, try to do the assignment, and then you can see these things. Okay, so these are the things which you might be using, or you can use in terms of project also. So go ahead and try to see these things. Everything is written in detail. You can go ahead and see it and try to read it. If you still have any doubt, you can just ask us in Discourse and we can come up there and resolve your queries. Okay, so this is about it. Anything you want to ask related to the
RESTful API, sir? Why not only API?
It is related to restfulness of it. So you have a principles called REST principles, right? So it is following those principles. That's why it is RESTful APIs. There are a set of principles which you can follow only. Then only you can go ahead. So the one of the principle would be you will be using get method to do the calling, right? You will be using post method to do the addition of the data. Even though you can use post to update the content, but it is a formatting which the principal says you should be using put or patch to update. So that's
okay, sir.
Okay, so thank you for joining the session. If you have any queries, you can just ask on Discourse.
Sir, one thing. maybe I missed that when you explained. But how this primary key is changed? Isn't it a SQL integrity error?
This is now, so you are working with ORM now, right? So SQL Alchemy ORM allows you to do that. You can change it.
Internally, it is SQL. So,
Yeah, it is already, so the coding format is there, but SQL Alchemy allows you to do that because SQLite is a small database. You might not be able, so you can lock it out in Postgres, but here it is allowed.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Nice session.
Okay. Thank you. Hope you have learned a little
Thank
new
you very
things.
much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Bye.